Hello everyone, welcome to CodeCorp and welcome to another video. In this video, we are going to cover the next 5 questions of the most important Java Stream API interview questions that we are covering. So in the previous video, I have covered like few of the questions like question number 1 to 5 I have already covered. So we were creating this playlist in which we'll be having around 30 questions, and these questions will be from beginner level to the advanced level, and you will be getting all the important questions that are being asked in the Java Stream API interviews. So just start what are the next 5 questions that we can have today. Okay, so let me go to the Google slide. Okay, let me start the slide. So up till these questions we have already covered in our previous video. Okay, so let me start from this. So the first questions that we are going to cover today is the question number 6, that is count occurrence of each element of a string list or list, etc. So suppose we are having one string, suppose CodeCorp is one of the strings that we are having, and we want to count the number of occurrence of each element, like how many times the C appearing, how many times the O appearing and all. So let's go into the Eclipse and let's see how we can solve this. So here you can see I have already written the code. So here I am taking one input string, that is CodeCorp, and I am getting the outputs. The output value that we are having will be having keys as that particular element. Suppose C is the key here, and the number of times C is occurring is the count of that key. So we will be taking that in log. Okay. So first step we will be covering to converting from that string input string to the character streams. Okay, so here in this one it is getting converted, and here also like it is mapped to a particular char object. So now we have a stream of characters. Okay, so this CODECORP will be stored as individual characters in this particular stream. Okay, so then we can apply this collect operations, and then we can apply this collectors dot grouping by, and we apply this function identity. What does this mean? So suppose we are having here like one map. Okay, so map means we are having integer. Suppose this C we are having, this C character we are having as a key. Okay, so this thing, uh, as you know that map is always store the elements in the key value pair. So the key that we are giving here, that should be the identity. That means whatever we are iterating, every element is the identity. Okay, so here if we are writing like function dot identity, that means that we are keeping this C value as key. Okay, and collectors dot counting, what this method does, this method itself counts the number of occurrence of this particular characters inside this particular string. So for C, we'll be getting at C is appearing 2 times, so we'll be getting it as C2. And next one is O. Suppose we are having O, then O will be appearing how many times? 2 times. Okay, so this is how we will be able to see in the output. Okay, so let me print this as well. Okay, so if I'll print it, so here you can see I'm getting this output as like this. So P is like appearing 1 times, R is appearing 1 time, C is appearing 2 times, D is appearing 2 times, 1 times, E is appearing 1 time, and similarly O. Okay, so now this question is covered. Let's move toward the next question. Okay, before moving toward the next question, we can have a look at this list one. So suppose we are having a list of I would say list of integers we are having. Suppose we are having a list of integers. So this is the number. Number is the list of integers. Suppose I am iterating over it, and I am writing a number dot stream. And as you know that this is a like already a stream of integers, so we don't need to convert it to anything. We will directly write it collect, and we'll do the group by. So okay, so I am writing the collect, and here it is getting collectors. Collectors dot grouping by, and here you can see I'll again pass the, for this storing this value as a key, I'll have to pass the function dot identity. Okay, so I'm writing it down here, function dot identity comma collectors dot counting. Okay, and if so this is the output that we'll be gonna get. Okay, if you want to store it like this in a particular count character map, then you can do that using this character count, I would say integers. You can write it like that. Okay, and then if you want to print it, then simply just go ahead and print that character count. Okay, so if I run this, I'll be getting the count of each of the element that is appearing here. Okay, so now this question is done. Let's move toward the next question, which is group the even and odd numbers from a list of integers. Okay, so again we are having grouping here. So again we have to apply the group by method from the collectors. So what we are going to do, we are going to have a list of integers, and we are going to just apply a collect dot grouping by based on that particular function. Okay, so let me do that. So take it as an input, this list only. So I'm going to apply this as numbers dot stream dot collect selectors dot grouping by, and here I'm gonna pass one of the function x is equal to x modulo 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so this is gonna return something, and my elements will gonna get grouped based on this particular integer. Okay, so if I'll print this out, let me do the sys out, and let me put this whole statement inside this print. And now if I will run this, then I'll be getting the output as, here you can see I'm getting two of the output. One is false, one is true. So if this condition is true, that means the number is even. Okay, and if this condition is false, that means the number is false. So here we have created a map. In the false one, we are getting this output, and in the true one, we are getting this output. If we want to print only the odd numbers, then what we can do, we can simply just from this one we can simply dot get, we can simply write the get true. So we'll be printing the elements which are even. Okay, so you can see I'm getting the output as even elements. Okay, so now this question is also done. Let's move toward the next one. That is find the maximum and second max number from a list of integers. So what can you do here? Okay, so the first thing that might come into your mind is like sorting the list of integers in ascending order and then return the last element of that particular stream. Okay, and the second way of doing it is like sort the element in descending order and return the first element and the second element. Okay, so we can do that using any of this method. Let me do this. So suppose this is our integers, numbers, and or you can say num. So suppose these are the numbers, and we have to return the maximum and second maximum element. So what we can do, first we have to apply that, we have to convert this to a stream, and num dot stream, and then we have to apply the sorted dot find first, I can do, and I'll be getting the maximum element. Okay, and if I'll print this, okay, let me take this as an input. Int maxi is equal to this. What is gonna return? It's gonna return an optional. Okay, and I'm gonna print the output as maxi dot get. As from the optional, we can get the output by using the get method. Okay, so I'm writing get, then I'll be simply getting the output. You can see 1. Okay, so now this is sorted in like ascending order, so you will be getting the minimum element. So what you can do, you can sort it in the descending order. That you can do using comparator dot reverse order. You can apply it here, and now you'll be getting the maximum element, that is 5 or 6. Maybe 6 is the maximum element, so you're getting 6 as an output. Okay, so maximum you can get this way, and the other method using which you can get the maximum element is like if I will skip this first element, dot skip. If I do like skip one, and then if I will do like find first, then I'll be getting the second max element as an output. Okay, so here you can see if I'm applying it here, then I'm getting 5 is the second maximum element. Okay, so with this, using this technique, you can find the maximum and the second maximum element from a particular list, or you can say that stream forming from a list. Okay, so the next question is question number 10. Okay, so question number 9 is the next question. Write a short code, or write a code to sort a list and append the AA using Java 8. Okay, so we can do this using, like, we have to have a list of string that we can take it here. Suppose I am taking this like list string, and if I will have city names, and if I will do like list dot of and Noida, Delhi, Gurugram, and I would say, let's say one more city is Bangalore. You can take it as Bangalore. Okay, so now what we wanted to do, our question was like we have to find the we have to sort the list and then append AAA using this Java 8. Java 8 means using string API. So what we can do here, we can simply iterate over this particular, convert this to a string, and then sort it, and then map it to a particular. We have to write a function. Suppose x is a string, and we have to do x dot concat, and here our string is AAA. This is what we wanted to concat. Okay, and if I will print this particular thing, also okay, so this is the output. City names output, we can take it as a here city name out. This will be returning a stream object dot to list. We can do it here. Okay, and if I will apply the system dot out dot print, for this particular thing, then I'll be getting the output as mentioned. Okay, so the cities are sorted. Bangalore, triple A is added. Delhi, triple A is added. Gurugram, triple A is added. Noida, triple A is added. Okay, so the question is done. So our last question is find all the elements that are greater than a given value from a list of integers. So as you can see, we can apply a filter here. Based on that, we can filter out the elements which are greater than a given value. Okay, I am having these numbers, or let's say num, as a list of integers. So what I will do, I will do is like int threshold is suppose we are having a value like that is 3, so we want to find out all the elements which are greater than 3. So how to do that? We have to first convert this num to a stream, and using this num dot stream, and then we have to do a filter, and we have to apply a filter that is taking a predicate. In the predicate we can write x should be greater than threshold. Okay, and then we have to collect this to a collectors dot, or without collecting I can also write to list here, you can see. And if I want to print this data, if I want to print this data, let me put it inside this system.out.print, and let's say what the output that we got. We got the output as 4567 or 4565. That are all the numbers which are greater than 3. So as you can see, this is also working. So from the next video, we'll be covering the intermediate level questions that will be very important for the interviews. So just keep watching the videos, and if you like this particular video, just like, share and subscribe. And if you have any doubt related to these particular questions, you can post them in the comment section. I'll be ready to help. So until the next video, let's take care and keep coding, keep learning. Goodbye. Thank you.